Hello friends, welcome to another episode of Origin PC Live. Very exciting episode. Let's do this. Let's go to the script before I forget. Hey guys, welcome to episode 29 of Origin PC Live. My name is Alexis, community lead at Origin PC.
And I'm Kevin Waszczylewski, CEO and co-founder of Origin PC.
A quick recap for those new viewers of Origin PC Live. This is a show where we talk about the latest in gaming and geek news, whether it comes from technology or movies or video games. We talk about it all and gush about some good stuff. We also chatted up with a special guest. This week's special guest is Francis Santos from Square Enix, the publishers of the recently released Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition. We're going to be talking with him later on in the show. It's going to be pretty exciting.
You can all interact with us by posting in chat or making comments on Facebook. Chat with us in Mixer, chat with us on Twitch. We'll be watching for your feedback and responses. Later in the show, we'll be answering any questions you have. And we'll be announcing the Post of the Week winner, who's going to win Final Fantasy XV for Windows.
We're also going to be announcing a winner for something else.
And we're also going to be announcing the winner of the PC that LIRIK used to stream with, right?
Used to stream.
He used to actually stream with this PC, and now Kuzi and I...
He said he was going to kiss it and hug it and sign it. It's going to be pretty cool.
Such a good mood, we're going to give it away.
Let's kick off the show, friends. So our first story is about a couple major game announcements that took place yesterday. First, The Division 2 was announced by Ubisoft, surprisingly enough. We'll be seeing the game in more details at E3 later this year. H1Z1 is now free to play, having launched last week. Players who previously bought the game get rewards and currency for supporting the game. Next, Call of Duty Black Ops 4 was announced with a release date of October 12th, moving away from the traditional November release window. We'll be seeing more Black Ops 4 on May 17th during their community reveal event. Finally, during the conclusion of yesterday's Nintendo Direct, Nintendo dropped a trailer for a new Super Smash Brothers for the Nintendo Switch. It's coming out next year, which will feature the Inklings from Splatoon, Mario, and Link. Actually, I think it's coming out this year. Yes, this year. Thoughts on all these announcements happening in one day, Kevin? It was a crazy day yesterday.
Dude, that was intense what you did right there. I'll go backwards. The Nintendo Direct, I didn't get to see it, but I heard all about Super Smash Bros. I think we all knew it was coming, but we didn't know it was coming so soon this year.
No one expected it was coming at this Nintendo Direct.
Yeah,
either.
it's coming this Nintendo. Yeah, and the trailer itself is really cool. Yeah, super awesome trailer. Awesome. Call of Duty Black Ops 4. I'm looking forward to that. Very surprising that it's going to be out in October. It's going to be a little bit less than a month early. So that's a very interesting move there. I'm excited to get our hands on that early.
Very interesting.
H1Z1, now free to play, and it has the Auto Royale mode, Auto Battle Royale. That seems really cool. Yeah. I'm totally interested in that. Free to play is the way to go. I think other games have proven that. And last but not least, Division 2 is not free to play, huh? Maybe the Division 2 will be free to play one day.
That'd be cool.
But I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with Division 2. Hopefully, I would like to see more variety in the gameplay and things like that, in the gear. But I'm looking forward to all of these games.
Yeah, same here. I was blown away. The Black Ops 4 announcement, we kind of saw that there's been some teases about it, so I was kind of expecting that. The Division 2 completely caught me by surprise. Super Smash Brothers caught me by surprise. Black Ops 4, I was surprised they're doing it in October when another humongous game is releasing in October that you all know this guy is a big fan of, Red Dead Redemption 2. So I'm excited to see how those two compete against each other. I'm probably going to be getting both. It's not really a competition.
Of course,
they're two different games.
And there's Battlefield.
Yeah,
also in October.
Also. Man,
or
maybe
maybe November. I don't know. Somewhere around that time frame.
Maybe they'll push it, right? What's next in the news?
Next up, Blizzard announced that they'll be celebrating the 20th anniversary of StarCraft across all their games this month. Every game will be receiving free StarCraft content for the celebration, including skins, pets, portraits, and cards. At the end of the month, Blizzard will be hosting a StarCraft anniversary stream to celebrate the game. Thoughts on 20 years of StarCraft and how old we are, Kuzi, and Blizzard celebrating it?
20 years of StarCraft. I remember playing StarCraft when it had first come out. I was so excited for it. It's pretty awesome.
Crazy.
20th year anniversary. I mean, Blizzard, Blizzard knows how to really like get the most out of every one of their IPs, and they've really gotten a lot out of StarCraft, and it keeps growing and keeps getting more popular. And I'm sure they've got more stuff planned for StarCraft down the road. But big congratulations to Blizzard. Big congratulations to the StarCraft team. That's huge news. Huge news for them.
I love it when any game, and any game company like Blizzard and Nintendo, how they merge their franchises just a little bit. I love that. It's awesome. And did you notice that today I'm wearing my StarCraft 2 hoodie?
I didn't notice. That's pretty sweet. That's a sweet hoodie. I love how people in chat keep falling for that giveaway trick.
Don't
it's not
fall
real.
for it.
Next in gaming news. Now for some Origin PC news. We just recently launched our March promo, including special offer if you choose to select Samsung SSD for your PC. If you purchase select Samsung SSD such as the 960 Pro M.2 or 860 Pro M.2 or Evo SSDs over 1 terabyte, you'll get a free digital copy of the upcoming Far Cry 5 for PC. So excited about that game. It's a good combo, a new open world game, and that's a large SSD for fast load times on your Origin PC. That's only one of the special offers going on in this month's promo, so check out our site for more details. Thoughts on the promo and the other news we have this month, in March, Kevin?
This month in March? Well, the Far Cry 5 promo is sweet. I can't wait for Far Cry 5, and you can get it for free. There's nothing better than an awesome game than an awesome free game.
I'm really excited about
I got to clear my schedule for that one.
Oh, yeah.
Clear the schedule. Play that game all day.
It's just around the corner in 2 weeks from now.
Oh my gosh. I have no time for this.
I have to beat Final Fantasy very fast.
Yeah, oh man, impossible. Totally impossible.
What else do we got?
Geek news. Kicking off our geek news is a story about super creepy laughs coming from Amazon Alexa powered devices. Users on Twitter and media and in the media reported about how their Alexa devices were just randomly laughing without any direct prompt to do so. Amazon responded to these reports and said it's likely Alexa mishearing Alexa laugh, which is causing these random bouts of laughter, supposedly. Amazon already released an update to remedy this, and in order to make Alexa laugh, you now have to say, Alexa, can you laugh? Hopefully, if you have Alexa right now, they can. I just triggered your Alexa.
Alexa, can you laugh?
Alexa, thoughts on these creepy Alexa laughs, Kuzi?
Alexa, order a dozen eggs. I hope that worked. That's pretty hilarious. It would freak me out 100%. I get freaked out whenever I'm at anyone's house with Alexa because I'm not expecting it. So that's pretty funny. I can't believe they actually changed it to "Can you laugh?" I mean, if Alexa laugh is getting if Alexa's getting confused and hearing Alexa laugh, couldn't she possibly also hear Alexa, can you laugh? It's
exactly
still going to happen.
Yeah, it seems like a BS little patch there.
Yeah.
I have at least three Amazon Alexas in my home.
Wow.
And sometimes they just answer things and say things and it freaks you out. I have not had this experience of them laughing. If they laughed, I would be really freaked out.
What if it was like a little child's laughter?
Oh my gosh.
Ghostly laughter.
I'd be freaked out.
That would freak me out too. Our final geek news story. A new Star Wars project is coming soon. Another one? I feel like we've had this on every single episode. Disney announced that Jon Favreau, director of Iron Man 1 and 2 and the Jungle Book live-action movie, and also co-star of Swingers, one of my favorite movies, will be writing and executive producing a new Star Wars TV show for Disney's direct-to-consumer platform, aka their upcoming streaming service, aka Netflix Disney. This adds another project to the Star Wars universe, and the TV show does not have a date. Thoughts on a new project, Kevin?
I was not at all excited or interested in the Disney version of Netflix until now. Now they've got me hooked. I have to watch this. I have to check it out. Depending on the trailers, but I'm super excited to see what this will be all about. I did not know that this actor was also a director or that this director was also an actor.
Yeah.
Until just now when I saw his picture.
Yeah.
Like, hey, I recognize that guy.
Yeah, Jon Favreau.
Man,
he was he's been in Swingers.
Yeah.
He was in a bunch of movies with, I forgot what his name is already.
But so props to him. He was
also on Friends for a short snippet of time. He was like a guest, but he hasn't done much acting since.
Yeah. So, is there any timeline on this? No, right?
No. I'm actually pretty excited for Disney streaming service now that they bought Fox and they have all that extra content that they can put on there.
Oh, yeah, that too. After they got Marvel and Fox, then it's like, okay, that's different.
Man, if it's a streaming platform with all the Star Wars movies and all the Marvel movies, imagine.
Yeah.
That's great.
Then I'm in for that,
yeah,
yes.
I totally get it.
Initially, I thought it was just going to be Little Mermaid and things like that.
I know.
Aladdin, I'm like, I can only take so much of that.
I wouldn't mind
I don't
it.
need to stream to a service for that.
I wouldn't mind it. All right, let's go to recent releases, shall we?
Recent releases brought to you by Blue microphones. These Blue microphones, which you see around us, various areas, are awesome.
You're my boy, Blue.
Kicking off the recent releases is, guess what? Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition on, guess what? PC. With the power of the PC, you can experience a wide range of resolutions all the way up to 8K. This version of the game also includes previously released DLC, a new first-person mode, which I've tried. I'll talk about that later. Stay tuned. We'll be talking about more Final Fantasy very soon.
It is so awesome. I'm having such a good time with it. I didn't spoil myself by playing it on console, so I've been experiencing it solely on PC, and it is amazing. I tried the first-person mode last night, too, and while driving the car, it was so cool. Very cool.
Can you guess when I tried it? At the gas station.
Oh, yeah. I know exactly.
Talking
what
to
you
a certain
mean.
NPC.
Talking to old Cindy. I imagine that. Also releasing this week is Scribblenauts Showdown on consoles. Up to 4 players can take part in over 25 minigames that require the player's word creativity to win. There's also a 2-player battle mode as well as the sandbox mode.
What?
Scribblenauts is pretty cool. This looks like an interesting
Looks awesome.
version. Yeah, definitely. I like the first one.
I jump in it. And
I thought it was
finally, Warhammer Vermintide Dose
Deuce.
is now available on PC. Play with your friends if you have some, against the Skaven Horde and the Chaos Army in this sequel to, guess what, Warhammer Vermintide 1. There's new heroes with different career paths as well as new missions to fight back against the hordes. I was just watching somebody play this on Twitch. It looks awesome.
Yeah, it looks really, really cool. I like the first one. It was epic. A little too short for my taste, but I hear they expanded this one a lot. So that's pretty exciting. The graphics look really, really cool. The gameplay was always a ton of fun. I'm a big fan of the Warhammer universe also, so this is pretty interesting. Congrats to them.
It's 4-player
Good
co-op?
launch. Yeah, 4-player co-op.
We gotta get in on that.
Yeah. All right, up next is Blatant Plug of the Week. First, let's talk about our March promo, which we touched on briefly. Today is your lucky upgrade day. You get free U.S. ground shipping, free Far Cry 5, free $60 Neverwinter in-game pack. Big thank you, big shout out to Neverwinter, our newest partners on our promos. Free $100 Tryon Worlds in-game credit, and a free digital Steam key for Shroud of the Avatar. Tons of game codes and free shipping. How could you say no? You can't. Friends, did you know that we have a Discord server? Did you know? Well, you're going to know now.
I did know.
You know now, friends. Join us on discord.gg/originpc for a bunch of fun stuff. Well, we chat games, we chat tech, we got a music channel, we got an art channel, we got all sorts of cool stuff just to bring the community closer together. Crucian spamming it in chat like always.
We talk tech real good.
We talk tech real good. So please join us in Discord. We're going to probably, once we get to a certain level in Discord, we're going to probably be doing some exclusive Discord giveaways. We're probably going to throw in a game key here and there every now and again. So be part of the community, join, get to know the rest of the Origin PC family. Even if you don't have an Origin PC, if you're just a fan of PC gaming and you're a fan of gaming technology, then please join us in there. That's what it's all about. It's just a community to gush about the things we love. Finally, do we have anything else? No.
Nope, that's it.
It's a Discord and social. I was confused. All right. Up next, friends, we're going to talk about what Kevin and I have been...
Eat, sleep, game repeating.
Yeah. Eat, Sleep, Game, Repeat, sponsored by our gear shop.
Where you can buy the lovely Eat, Sleep, Game, Repeat t-shirt.
Which we're not wearing today, but I assure you it's pretty cool.
Alexis, what do you Eat, Sleep, Game repeating?
You'll never guess. I'm playing a little game called Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition. Man, is this game fun. I've always been a huge fan of Final Fantasy. I've always wanted one on PC. I cannot wait to ride a Chocobo around. I'm so excited. The game is gorgeous. They did such a fantastic job porting it over.
What?
Oh my god,
Spoilers.
that's such a spoiler.
Spoilers.
Damn it. Why did I see it in my eyes? I'll never...
I wasn't even looking the whole time until I looked up for 1 second and asked, what the...
I'm going to get to it this weekend. Damn it. God, it's so cool though. The graphics are beautiful. The combat mechanics are a ton of fun. I love just zipping around the fields, fighting the mobs. I can't wait till you get to like the later stages when you start doing the summons and stuff, like in the other Final Fantasies. I bet that's going to be epic. I did have a run-in with a massive NPC, which was really, really cool. The game's amazing. I'm having a lot of fun with it. What about you, Kev?
I have not been playing Final Fantasy 15. I have been playing Final Fantasy XV for Windows.
Oh.
It's also very good and very awesome. I'm also loving it. And I was not a previous Final Fantasy player. This is the first time I've played any Final Fantasy game. I've not played a single one.
Really? Yeah.
The reason being is I'm not a big fan of turn-based games and huge stories. I like to just get into the action and get it going on.
I could see that.
So I never really tried any of the previous ones until I heard about this Final Fantasy open world action RPG. I said, "What? This is all right up my alley."
Yeah.
Tried it out a couple days ago on release, and it's amazing.
It is.
Graphics are awesome. The freaking car is super cool. You can drive around. You have your allies with you, and there's so much to do that I literally spent over an hour last night just playing the pinball game. In one of the hotels or diners, and one of the diners,
the first diner you run into.
Pinball game, I forgot the name of it, has some cool name, and I tweeted about it, but I played this pinball game for over an hour, I was loving it, and I said, okay, I gotta stop playing this pinball game and get back to the other game. So I'm loving it. I can't wait to get going even further. I barely scratched the surface.
Yeah, I'm gonna go home and play it myself. I'm super excited. So up next is our new segment, Origin PC Show Off. Thank you to Elgato for providing the Stream Deck and capture card in our streaming PC. An Origin PC Show Off, we're going to show off some of the custom PCs we've recently built, some of which you might have watched us build right here live on stream.
Oh, I'm supposed to talk now. First up, we finished working on Level Cap's Millennium. We actually shipped it out to him. He's going to be receiving it soon. Lewis, our producer, I think took these lovely photos of Level Cap's system, including the textured side panel with Level Cap's logo. So that LC gaming logo right there is actually just a tiny bit textured. If you run your hands across it, your fingers across it, you can feel the L and the C and the gaming.
It's really, really cool. It looks so awesome. It looks even better, like face to face. Next, we took photos of Man vs. Game's new PC. We also built this on our channel, but as you can see in the photos, the logo is finally printed on the side panel. It's also textured as well. It is a phenomenal PC. I love how the logo came out. His logo is so cool. It just has that nice retro feel. And this is also textured.
Ding, ding, ding.
He's going to be able to feel that. We shipped out his PC as well, so his should be getting there very, very soon. Hopefully you'll get to see the unboxing live on his stream channel. We'll be promoting both Level Cap's unboxing and Man vs. Game's unboxing very, very soon.
Very soon, TM.
Finally,
we've got one more PC we're going to talk about, right?
And yes,
We've
one more.
brought this PC out live in studio in Miami, Florida.
Somewhere.
In West Kendall.
Anywhere.
On the street I'm not going to name.
What's
in between Kuzi and I, right behind us. There it is.
There it is.
Finally, we brought out Lamar Wilson's PC right here, live in the show. This is where we talk about the unique features.
Okay, so this is a PC we built semi-recently on... Oh, this is going to be really cool. So this is a PC we built recently on our stream channel. You can switch to the main cam list. I think it looks good there. So the PC is a 7980 XE 18 core. It's got 64 gigs of Corsair DDR4 Dominator Platinum memory. It is a beast. It's got two NVIDIA GTX 1080 Ti's, and it's got the Elgato 4K Pro capture card right there.
What?
It's cooled by
right
it's cooled by our Origin Frostbite 360. It's an absolute animal. You saw this build this for Lamar Wilson, who's got his nice etching right here. Kind of hard to see with the lighting, but
this is what you call. Can you open it up again?
Yeah.
This is what you call a SLI sandwich or an SLI sandwich. You have two GPUs with the 4K capture card in between. And I don't know, you might have mentioned this. Are you okay? The red internals. So all of our PCs have the option, our Millennium and our Genesis have the option of red, white, or black internals. Yep. So Lamar actually chose red, and it looks fantastic.
So with our new case, which we've shown you a bunch already, but we can't stop talking about it. It's got this awesome tempered glass panel, slides out like this. The panels are very easy to remove.
Super
Boom,
thin.
look at that. Off just like that. back on is going to be a little bit harder because I don't have a good angle.
No pressure.
But I got it, baby.
The glass is super thin,
There we go.
as you can see, and very reflective.
Yeah, very reflective, super thin. The case
Magnetic.
itself, now we got a PSU shroud. You can still choose different orientations for the case. So it's 90 degree, inverted, which is the window would be on the other side, and 90 degree would be everything tilted up and down. This case is awesome, but Lamar's system is an animal. It's really, really good. So now it's time for a short break, ladies and gentlemen. After the break, we're going to be talking with Francis Santos, and then later on the show, we'll be announcing the winner of the CHRONOS giveaway. Pretty exciting stuff. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Yes, to this. Welcome back, and shout out to Intel for powering our streaming rig. Welcome back. It's time to chat with Francis Santos from Square Enix, publishers of the recently released Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition and countless other games. As previously mentioned, Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition is now available on PC with PC exclusive features and performance such as support up to 8K resolution and HDR10. It also includes previously released content for the console versions and a first-person mode. Francis is a product marketing manager for Square Enix and is currently the marketing lead for Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition and has worked with Square Enix in such games as Nier Automata. I hope I said that right. How's your Friday going, Francis?
Hey guys, yeah, it's going great. Friday after launch is always a big relief, so thanks for having me on. Have my coffee, ready to go, ready to, talk to you guys.
Awesome. Thank you so much for being on the show. Great to see you again. Congrats on the launch. And I'm already going to hit you with one question that's off script, really quick. I like to call it Final Fantasy XV. Is that just super annoying and super wrong, or can I do that?
No, it's not super wrong. It's very rare, for others to call it XV. You're probably one of the first persons who actually call it that I've heard. So, you're unique in that way.
Awesome.
Good answer.
So, my question is, how has the reception been so far for Final Fantasy XV Windows Edition?
I mean, happy to say that everything that I've been reading, like on Steam, positive is very positive. Positive user reviews. PC players have been waiting for a whole year to get Final Fantasy 15. So we really wanted to make sure that the game was up to par to the PC audience's expectations and standards. From what I've been reading on Steam user reviews, they're really happy with it. So, but we're not really stopping there. We want to make sure that we keep making updates to fix to fix bugs and stomp out bugs. We really want to build off of the strong launch and make sure that we keep optimizing the game to make the experience as good as it can be.
Awesome. I gotta say, it's been a fantastic experience for me so far. There's been a bunch of games in the past that have been brought over from console to PC. Out of all of them, I could say Final Fantasy 15 is definitely one of the smoothest I've played. It was pretty flawless.
Agreed.
It's been extremely smooth. I haven't encountered anything. It's been amazing, and I'm enjoying the game itself, which is fantastic. So PC gamers are always looking to play games that were previously available on console. How does this release of Final Fantasy 15 appeal to the PC gamers who passed on the console version?
Yeah, so there's a couple things. First, they get everything that was already released on the console version. So that means they get the season pass, they get the DLC, everything that came along with the console version. They get for free, basically, on the Windows Edition version. Growing up as a gamer, a PC gamer myself, I always wanted to test the limits of my rig and what it could do. And I think, kind of for this generation, Final Fantasy 15 is kind of the type of game that allows you to do that, with up to 4K HDR quality.
Yeah, I would like to echo Alexis's thoughts and comments about, being a gamer who's played other console to PC conversions before, and kind of worried about, I wonder if this is going to be there. I wonder if there'll be more features for the graphics. Check, there's tons more features for the graphics. I wonder how the controller, when I first plugged in my controller, I'm like, I wonder how the controller is just, if it's going to automatically work or if I'm going to have to reboot the game. Nope, automatically worked. It was perfect. And I love that you guys took the correct step of just bundling in the DLC.
Yeah.
Instead of trying to say, we can make a little more money if we charge for that. But no,
Right.
You guys did a fantastic job of bundling in all that DLC. It's amazing value.
Yeah, it's really cool. I agree with you. What you were saying when I was younger too, when I'd upgrade my PC, the first thing I'd look for is like the highest caliber game that I can play just to test it. And it's definitely one of those games. Like you get in there, you look at the scenery, you look at some of the mobs, the NVIDIA like hairworks and all those extra NVIDIA features. It's fantastic. You guys really knocked it out of the park.
Thank you. Yeah, we're really proud of it. So, yeah.
We got to change Can It Play Crisis to Can It Play Final Fantasy 15 maxed out. Can it play Final Fantasy 15 max settings?
Exactly.
That'll be the new standard.
So before the launch, obviously you have the launch this week. You're checking out the feedback. But before that, you guys had launched a demo. What kind of feedback did you get from fans that were checking out the demo?
Yeah, I think the demo was a big kind of sigh of relief for a lot of people who were unsure whether or not the game would play smoothly on their PCs. So people have kind of been mentioning that having a free option to test the game and the game quality was super helpful because, no one wants to spend money on a game that can't run smoothly.
Yep.
So, and if they found that out after the fact, I'd be super pissed. I know I would be. So we made the free demo for the console version to give the console players a taste of what the gameplay and the graphics for the console would be. But I think for any PC player who passed on the console version, they might have been privy to the console version but not invested in it because it's not on PC like they're used to playing, right? So I think making the demo for the PC was a must for us because we wanted to make sure that the PC audience knew that we were invested in making a PC version of Final Fantasy 15, not just a port of the console version.
Sure.
Yeah,
That's awesome.
absolutely. Yeah, well done. The message was well received, and I love companies that release demos because that's showing a level of confidence. When you have confidence in your product, you are able to give people a little test and say, hey, try it out. We think you're going to love it. Go ahead and try it out for yourself.
It's so rare. It's something we rarely see anymore.
I know.
Demos. It's
It
pretty
used
cool.
to be everywhere, but now it's very rare.
So we talked about this briefly with the NVIDIA Hairworks. How does Final Fantasy Windows Edition take advantage of the high-performance PC hardware?
Yeah, so I'm not really a developer myself, but I know with HDR support, the image quality that can be output is up to 4K. The trailer you just saw says 8K, but we know there's no technology out there that can make 8K yet. But
Right.
When it does exist, it can reach up to 8K. So
That's awesome.
the maximum frame rate I think goes up to 120 FPS, up to. Depending on your rig, but the original cutscenes were improved from the console version with 4K graphics quality, high resolution textures, and integration of the characters and their environments. All helped to provide finer and more detailed expressions of the in-game Final Fantasy 15 world. So,
Sweet.
we've also partnered with NVIDIA. Pretty heavily to integrate NVIDIA GameWorks tech to the game. That kind of adds more high quality graphic expressions. And I think, for example, just as an example, we've been able to depict. If you look at the grass in the game, if you just load up and you walk out of the gas station and you look at the grass in the game, don't know exactly. You don't get the idea of how much love and it went into the creation of that. But The high quality shadows, I'm told, they were made with voxel-based precision. So
Wow.
even the hair on the monsters in Final Fantasy 15 were drawn with polygons, like millions of polygons,
Wow.
with I'm quoting this now, high precision simulations for every single strand of hair. So
That's crazy.
Well,
that's the kind of detail
wow.
and love that goes into every single little pixel for Final Fantasy 15. So
Yeah, it's absolutely breathtaking. That scene you said when you walk out into the grass field for the first time and you see all the waves of grass flowing, I was like, this is insane.
Yes.
And then there's another part I got to yesterday where it was like on a beach, and the sand on the beach, I was like, what? This looks, it's the beach.
Spoilers.
The sand looked amazing. I was like, this looks real. It was so crazy. It's really, really something else.
Also, to piggyback on the NVIDIA integration, I've been using the NVIDIA Shadowplay highlights, so that's built into the game.
Oh, nice.
So as you're playing the game, if you turn that on, it's just going to save your best highlights of the game. So when I beat like a certain group of enemies or something, and I had a good rating, it says, "Oh, we saved your S rating on this battle automatically."
No, really?
It's awesome.
Like a video?
Yeah, it saves
that's
clips.
so sick.
It automatically saves highlights.
Man, I got to turn that on.
So, could you tell us about some of any technical challenges you guys encountered, well, the team encountered, while bringing a massive game like Final Fantasy XV to PC?
Yeah, obviously, I mean, like I said, I'm not really a developer, but I do know after having discussions with some of the developers, specifically Ono-san from the development team, that one of the biggest challenges was the file sizes. So the data sizes needed to run the game they ended up being gigantic. So this had an effect on things like processing and load times. But our devs were really able to work closely with NVIDIA engineers to optimize and kind of raise the bar for any previous Final Fantasy that has been ever made. So yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, it's just an amazing technical achievement, I think. So more props to you.
Yeah,
to
agreed.
To the entire
Thank you.
team. Yes.
So on consoles, Final
I'll pass
Fantasy
your thanks along to the
15.
developers.
I'm sorry?
I said I'll pass your thanks along to the developers.
Yes.
Awesome.
Props.
Yeah, please do. So on consoles, Final Fantasy 15 received the Comrades multiplayer expansion. The PC version of the game also has this mode. So what can players expect in multiplayer for those that haven't played it on consoles yet?
Yeah, so Comrades is the multiplayer. So it was part of Season Pass. So it's the multiplayer expansion to Final Fantasy 15. So as part of that, you are thrown into a world as a Kingsglaive. So I'm not sure if you guys have seen Kingsglaive, the CG movie, which kind of accompany Final Fantasy 15 for the console launch.
Mm-hmm.
But you should watch it if you haven't seen it. It's amazing. On the level of Advent Children, not to toss it out there. There's going to be a debate probably in chat
I
on
love
this.
Advent Children.
But if you watched Kingsglaive or Advent Children, if you watched Kingsglaive, you'll want to check out the multiplayer expansion because one, you get to play with other people, with your friends, and two, you get to become a Kingsglaive. So Kingsglaive have powers passed on to them through Lucian kings, so the kingdom of Lucii, and that's kind of thrown into darkness for multiplayer Comrades. So you join forces with other players, your friends. You can also play offline if you want, if that's your style. It's your duty, it's your mission to bring the light back to the kingdom of Lucius.
Sweet. Maybe we can play that this weekend?
Yeah. So that's included in the PC version right now, correct?
It is. Yes, it is.
Wow.
So if you have
Awesome.
Windows Edition, you have multiplayer Comrades, multiplayer
Sweet.
expansion Comrades.
There's so much.
I gotta
scratch
get
the surface
yes.
of this game.
I need
The
to-
more I talk to Francis, I'm like, man, I have so much work to do.
Yeah. I need to get a little further in the game, and then we'll play together.
Yeah,
Right?
for sure.
Yeah, count me in. I'll play with you guys.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, you can just carry us, obviously.
Yeah.
So before the launch, there were some announcements. Final Fantasy XV has full mod support. Could you tell us more about the choice to support mods in general?
Yeah, the mod community is obviously huge for us. It's a huge and dedicated community on Steam, and not only Steam but other platforms as well. But the whole mantra of Final Fantasy 15, as stated by Tabata-san back when we first released, is that we want to break the mold. So this kind of fits in with that. Obviously we haven't made any other announcements other than that it's coming. But it'll be the first time that players will ever get to mod Final Fantasy.
Wow,
So
that's pretty cool.
it's a huge deal for us, and it's it's a huge deal for the Final Fantasy fans as well, because who knows what'll come out of it. So.
It's going to be pretty crazy. I can't wait to see the stuff they come up with.
Oh yeah, and I love that you guys already announced it, so the modders out there can already start getting creative, thinking about what they're going to do, and get ready for it.
Exactly. We're expecting a lot of creativity. So yeah, we're super excited.
Also, could you tell us about how the crossover costumes from Half-Life and The Sims happened? Was that like a big, in the works for months, or how did that happen?
Yeah, those were in the works for a very long time. I'm not exactly privy to who came up with the idea to do that, but we were lucky enough to have great partners with Valve and EA, and they were kind enough to allow us to work with their legendary properties like Sims and Half-Life are both iconic. So we're super excited, one, because of the weight of those properties, and just meshing them together with Final Fantasy in some creative ways was kind of a dream for us. So big thanks to them. But yeah, for me, like seeing Half-Life and Final Fantasy collaborate on on a scale like this, like just seeing Noctis wearing Gordon Freeman's outfit is just
right,
mind blowing for me.
It is pretty crazy.
So
exactly.
I never thought I'd see that day. So that's kind of what I mean about like breaking the mold. So
yeah, it's pretty exciting. I've been holding off putting it on because I know that I'm going to get really emotional. But I can't wait to do it. I think I'm going to do it this weekend for sure.
Yeah, it was so unbelievable that I literally thought it was fake when I saw the
this
news.
can't
I was
be
like,
real
"Oh,
news."
that's funny. That's not real." Like, wait a minute, this is
when
real.
I
Holy
heard
crap.
we were doing it, I was like, "You're joking. This isn't real."
Can you tell people how to get
But
those
yeah,
costumes?
now it's real.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, sorry. Say it again.
Can you tell people how to get those costumes if they don't know?
Yeah, so if you buy the game, if you pre-ordered it, you get it. And if you buy the game before May 1st, you also get it. So on Steam, it's through the Steam Workshop. Mm-hmm. And on Origin, you just get it as a package for buying it.
Okay, so if it's Steam, you only get Half-Life, if it's EA Origin, you only get The Sims, or is it both?
Yeah, so they're specific to Steam and Origin. So
gotcha.
Makes sense.
On Steam,
yeah.
you can get the Half-Life skin, and on Origin, you can get the Sim skin.
Yep, that makes total sense. So I'm on Steam, and I can't wait to get that Gordon Freeman outfit. I'm going to do that this weekend.
So changing gears, how did you get involved with the gaming industry?
Oh, yeah, that's a kind of a long story, but I can give you the TLDR version if you want.
You can give us the long story too if you want.
Okay, well, so maybe 5 or 6 years ago, I was working for an email company, and one day I felt something on my neck, and I kind of had a medical scare. And literally, I thought, I went to the doctor, and I thought, they're going to take some tests, they're gonna look at it, and it's going to be something super bad. And the worst thoughts you can think of
course,
that go through your head at that moment, and you think it's over for you, right? So, but the good news is that it wasn't. So I got the news from my doctor, and everything checked out. Everything was okay. But right after that, I had just like an immediate revelation that I'm not doing what I want to do. I'm not where I want to be. Life is short. So what do I need to do? How do I start making my way to being where I want to be, which is in the gaming industry? Yeah. So living in Southern California, I looked for opportunities. I was looking for opportunities wherever I could find it to break into the gaming industry. And mind you, I was already pretty high up in my current position. I was an email marketing manager. I had a team. I was on a manager level, and I found an opportunity in the Bay Area to break in. So I took a pay cut. I took a title cut. And I moved to the Bay Area to just break into the gaming industry, and it's where I wanted to be. So I went from a manager of my own team to a coordinator, working with another team, but I was where I wanted to be, right? So finally, and after a few years of experience, I applied Square Enix because I miss my family down here in Southern California, and I missed being around my close friends. So now here I am working on one of the greatest franchises ever made, and for a company that I've adored since I was a kid. So it's honestly a dream. So.
That's awesome, man. That's super inspiring. I mean, sometimes it takes something scary like that to happen in your life for you to kind of be like, you're right, like life's too short. This is not what I want to be doing. I want to get into this. And sometimes you got to make those sacrifices too, right? To, like you said, you take a pay cut, you take a title cut, but you're in what you love doing, and you can always get that back, which I'm sure you've achieved. So congrats, man, 'cause that's pretty cool. That's an awesome story. It's very similar to, I think, what a lot of us have gone through.
Thank you. Yeah, it's kind of sad, like, that a lot of people don't kind of have that revelation, like, until something happens to them. But I was lucky enough to push through it. So
yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, truly an amazing story. I'm very glad that you shared the long version for us. It wasn't even that long. I was like, man, what's gonna happen next? But that's awesome. I mean, that's great advice for people out there right now. I mean, if you're just kind of living day to day and just going with the flow, you might want to give yourself a check and say, you know what, am I really where I want to be? And do I want to switch gears? Do I want to start over? If I have to start over, whatever it takes to get in the path that you want to be on, instead of just the path that you're flowing with.
For sure.
So you have a very unique story, but do you have any advice for other people and tips of how to get into the gaming industry?
Yeah, I guess what I would say is, so I've interviewed a few people in my day, and I think in the gaming industry, when you interview and when you apply to a game company, there's kind of a side that you don't see, where the managers, the people who you're talking to, really they expect, and they've come to expect you to be a huge fanboy or fangirl. So they kind of filter those out. It's great, sometimes when you apply because you're a fan, but you also have to make sure that you portray yourself in a way that you can convince them that you can do the job.
Yep.
Right. So it's great to have passion, and it's great to be passionate about the game, but if you can't do the job, then you won't last. So, passion and drive can really push you as far as you can go, but you also have to hone your craft and make sure that you can actually do the job well. And a lot of people who apply to game companies kind of forget that. So they heavily rely on, I'm super passionate about this game.
Yep.
I love this company. I love this franchise type stuff. And it's, obviously it's really great, but you also need to be able to do the job. So my advice is to, when you're applying and when you're interviewing, going through that process, make sure you keep that in mind. That, being a fan is one thing, but being an employee is also separate from that. So.
Yeah, that's a really good answer.
Yeah,
that's something
that's
I
a great
never really
answer.
thought of. You put on your resume, I could speedrun Final Fantasy VII. Like,
Yeah.
What? Get out of
exactly.
here.
Yeah, I've experienced the same exact thing you're talking about there, where interviewed a lot of different people from different backgrounds and different positions, and sometimes you get somebody who's just focused so much on just telling you about their passion, which is great,
Right.
but then they don't have a well-rounded attitude about everything, or a well-rounded knowledge or respect for everything. You want them to research not only the position that they're, research the company before you come in, obviously, but research the position. Don't just come in and say, I love your PCs, I love building so much.
What is it that I'm doing?
Well, really, your position is not
exactly.
building PCs, so it's great that you love PCs, but, what about the position you're interviewing for? And you never know, sometimes employers aren't looking for somebody who's specifically has a passion for the company or
Right.
for the brand. Sometimes people want totally fresh perspective.
They want an outside perspective.
So
Makes
so
sense.
my advice is just go in with what you are. Go in with whatever you're really feeling about the position or the company or the brand or whatnot. talk about that. Don't try to fake passion or talk about one thing too much.
For sure.
Yeah, totally agree. Totally agree.
Francis, are there any games or movies, TV, anything that you're looking forward to this year?
Yes. So I just started binge watching Jessica Jones season 2.
Oh, nice.
That just came out, so I'm super
Wait,
excited for that.
season 2 is out? You just broke some news for me. I didn't know it was out.
That's one. 2, obviously, Avengers: Infinity War. That's gonna be huge for me. In terms of games, I guess they just released a new. Aside from Square Enix, they just released a new character for Overwatch, Brigitte. I'm excited to get my hands and play as her. So that's gonna be exciting. And I just got my copy of Monster Hunter World, so that's gonna be like a whole month of not seeing me after office hours and just me playing in that world. So
a whole month of grinding for those weapons, for the new armor, new weapons. Yeah, that game's pretty awesome too. I haven't tried the new Overwatch character yet. I actually haven't played it, but I hear pretty cool things. I hear she's pretty rad.
Yep, super excited.
So, my final question is, what do you like most about PC gaming versus gaming on other platforms?
Obviously, this is super subjective, but PC gaming, I've been PC gaming all my life. My dad was a huge PC buff, and he got me into PC gaming. So everything, my gaming career, my gaming like play style and everything like that came from that. For me, it's been all about kind of immersing myself in different worlds. I know you can probably do that with consoles too, but for me, my first experience on PC gaming was with EverQuest, and that was in the 90s. And
it was my brother. I love
Sorry?
EQ, man.
Oh, sorry, I didn't hear what you said.
I love EverQuest. You just struck a chord.
Yeah, EverQuest was huge for me. It was literally my first experience in a 3D world.
Yeah.
And you only get that experience once in a lifetime.
Yep.
Right? So EverQuest was the first one for me. And once you load it in and you saw that you were in another 3D world, I don't know how else to explain it, but it was the first time you could ever do that. And when that happened for me, I was just like mind blown, and I was already like immediately hooked. Right? So that was my first experience. I knew right when I loaded in for the first time, I was hooked. And it was the first 3D world, diving in and really losing myself in an online world. And I think that's kind of the theme for PC gaming for me. And that's kind of pretty much how my gaming on PCs has been shaped. So I guess I was kind of lucky that my parents were okay with me spending so much time on the PC. But yeah.
That's awesome, man. Speaking of EverQuest, have you heard of Pantheon?
No, I have not. Is it something similar to that?
I'm gonna send you a link that's gonna blow your mind, buddy.
Please do, because
I'm seeing you at PAX East,
was announced. Right? I was super heartbroken when it faded away.
Yeah, you're gonna be at PAX East, right?
Yes.
Awesome. So I'll see you there, and I'm going to take you to meet the Pantheon team. So Pantheon, just to give a quick rundown, Brad McQuaid, one of the major creators of EverQuest, started this project, and it's essentially classic EverQuest with up-to-date graphics, like the same type of playstyle you remember back then, that hardcore grouping, dungeon running. You're gonna be blown away. I can't wait to show it to you.
Please send me that link. I'm super excited.
I will. So that's it, Francis. Thank you so much for joining us, man. It's been a pleasure. You're awesome. Right now, the floor is yours. Anything you want to talk about? Tell people where to find Final Fantasy. Tell people where to find you.
Yeah, you can. Well, there's my Twitter. Hello, I'm Francis at Twitter. Twitter.com/Hello, I'm Francis. I guess that's how you do it. But yeah, Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition is now out on PC. It's on Steam. It's on Windows 10. It's on Origin. Go get it. You won't regret it. That rhymes. I did not mean that to rhyme.
That was awesome.
That worked. Thanks again, Francis, man. I appreciate it.
Have a great weekend. Thanks, man.
Thank you.
We'll talk soon. Awesome guest. Thank you. Big thank you to Square Enix and the Final Fantasy team for putting that together, and big thank you to Francis. That was fantastic. So up next is Ask Origin PC. Hopefully you've been asking some questions in chat, because now we're going to answer them. You can also ask them now if you want. Whatever you prefer. I'm going to talk over the transition. Hey!
I'm guessing one of the questions is, did I win the PC?
Oh, that's probably the question. The answer is no.
Can I take the first one?
Yeah, hell yeah.
The first one is, what do you guys think of the Dark Souls amiibo? I think it's awesome. I was already trying to buy it, but you can't buy it yet.
Oh, really? Yeah, that looks really cool. That one looks awesome.
It's a GameStop exclusive, so everybody line up and pick it up. Somebody says, I got a pre-order. What? Lewis, our producer, somehow already got a pre-order. Oh, I guess you can buy it already.
How did he do
So I went this morning and checked, super slow. I'm way late. I went this morning, way late, and checked GameStop, and it wasn't available. So I guess they sold out.
They probably sold out last night, I'm sure.
The first round, yeah. Oh, I guess the next one's for me, too. Evil Merc, what's up, man? For Kevin, hope the cookies were amazing. Yes, they were. Thank you. Hope you two are doing great. Thank you, sir. So for both of you, any conventions coming up you two are looking forward to? Well, PAX East is coming, but I won't be able to make it. Kuzi and the team will be there.
That's the one I'm looking forward to, big time.
I'm not sure what my next convention will be. We'll see. I don't know.
I think E3 is going to be very exciting this year.
Yes.
I think there's a lot of cool stuff that's going to be happening, a lot of cool stuff we're going to see. I'm really, really excited about E3 this year because I might get to play Red Dead Redemption, maybe.
Oh, yeah. It's the only reason. You're going to be like I'm
going to feel like a little kid. I mean, Kevin will tell you, I think I went to my first E3 with Kevin, my second E3 with Kevin, and my third E3 with Kevin. And every one of those shows, I was like, I wonder if they're going to announce Red Dead Redemption 2 this year. It's the first thing I'd go in there and look. And this year, they're going to for sure have it. So I'm super excited about E3.
And at last year's E3, I went super early on the last day, before all my meetings, before the show started, just to play Destiny 2. And I love that.
Yeah.
And the year before that, I think, or maybe the same year, I went super early just to play Zelda or Mario. So this is your year where you're going to go super early before all of our meetings, wake up early, have the hangover from the previous night, but it'll be worth it.
I won't even drink.
You'll make the line before the line even exists, and you'll play Red Dead.
I won't. I will not be hungover for my Red Dead Redemption. Heck no. Heck no. Who has a smart fridge? Wait, Animators asks, who has a smart fridge with those weird tablets inside them like I do? They even have Twitter. I don't have a smart fridge. I did not know that they come with a tablet with Twitter on it. That's
the
insane.
ones with the screen on the front.
Yeah, you can.
I guess that's what that person's talking about. At first, I was picturing like you open the fridge and the tablet's inside.
You could tweet making a sandwich.
Hitting
on
that
the salami
fridge
right now.
Yo, fridge check.
Mokisaur asks, is it hard to build a PC? It's kind of subjective, I'd say. I don't think it's difficult at all, but then again, I built a ton. But even when I first started, there's enough content and YouTube videos to be able to help guide you through it. It's really not difficult at all. The only thing that comes with building a PC for the first time is the fear of breaking the hardware. I think that was my biggest fear. I'm sure you can relate to that. That was my biggest thing when I first built a PC. Like, I gotta be super careful with everything.
I'm gonna break all those expensive parts.
Yeah, exactly. And I was so terrified of that. But once you build one, man, it's super smooth. It's a lot of fun. It's a really cool experience to be able to power on your PC that you built. I think that's always such a cool thing, for sure.
Oh, hold on, my fridge is tweeting at me right now. I'm watching the show, and I have a sandwich. Man. Oh, there's a sandwich.
Sweet.
It's pretty cool.
Good job, fridge.
I'll take this one. Granistar Gaming at Origin PC. What was your guys' first PC games? Like for me, it was Commander Keen. Dude, Commander Keen is a classic. That's an awesome first one. The first game I remember playing was a DOS game called Sopwith.
Mm-hmm.
Super basic game, super basic graphics. You had a little plane, and you had to take off with your plane and use the spacebar to shoot the bullets, which were tiny little just dots.
Sopwith?
Sopwith.
I think I might have played that.
And you fly to the left or right. It was open world in that sense.
Huh.
And there were like a little enemy base and a little enemy plane.
Was it multiplayer?
I think future versions were multiplayer.
Yes,
but
I must have played the future version because I remember playing that.
I'm old. I played the very, very first version. That was the first ever PC game I remember playing, and then the first 3D game was Doom 2. That was the one that rocked my world.
I think I kind of want to say that my first ever PC game, the first one I could remember playing religiously was Ultima Online for sure. My first 3D game, I think, might have been a game called Interstate 76. Do you remember
Oh, I remember
playing
that, of course.
I loved playing that game.
Yeah.
That was one of my favorite games. That was probably my first online experience too. I had a clan that would meet up every single Saturday, and we'd go like do the team death matches together. And
I remember the box for that
it was
game.
a ton of fun. Yeah,
We might have it here somewhere.
oh, that'd be awesome. I love the soundtrack for that game. That whole story behind that game was really cool. That was such a great game. Hollow Preacher, I'll let you take this one, Kevin. I know that's a good story.
Hollow Preacher, Hollow Back, says, what is Origin's origin? So the origin of Origin PC is that about 9 years ago, myself and my two partners, Hector and Richard, we were working at another company. This company was Dell. The reason we were working at Dell is because before that we were working at Alienware. Alienware purchased Dell. We were at Alienware for over 10 years. We loved building high-performance gaming PCs back in that other lifetime.
Yeah.
Dell came along, acquired the company, changed it a little bit, changed the brand, changed how things were done, and we decided, you know what, we'd rather work for ourselves than work for Dell. We want to go back to the roots of gaming PCs when they were all about high performance, the best support, total customization. So we wanted to go back to, quote unquote, the origin of gaming PCs when they were all about performance customization. So the company started back in 2009. November 17th is our company birthday. And we've been growing every year since. We have a full line of gaming PCs, desktops, laptops. We have PCs for professionals. And we're, quote unquote, living the dream because we love what we do. We love gaming. We love PC hardware. And,
Living the dream, baby.
Every day it's fun to come into work.
Yeah, that's for sure. All right, and that's it for Ask Origin PC. Thank you guys for the tremendous questions. I wish we had time for more, but we're running tight on time, and we want to get to everything else in the show. Up next, we got Post of the Week. Hopefully you participated. Last week's topic was you've been recruited to race on an alien planet. Did we already show the winner? You've been recruited to race on an alien planet. In this race, you get points for stylish maneuvers. What would you race with, and what maneuvers would you do? We received several vehicle ideas and sick moves, but we could only pick one. The winner for this week's Post of the Week gets a copy of Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition.
Woo! Don't look. Spoilers.
I know. Oh, God, I can't look. I'm not looking at the screen. But the winner is...
Now look in the screen.
Shadow15243 via Twitter, who wrote, there would simply be a very large billboard that will keep everyone at bay. Wait, what? Oh, it's on the script. It was wrong. I would ride a rock and run over anyone who dare oppose me. There it is.
With a GIF.
With a nice little GIF of Squidward. Is that his name? Did I get that right? Squidward? I don't really watch SpongeBob.
Good question.
Sorry about reading the wrong. I read last week's Post of the Week. Yeah, congratulations. What was the name again? Shadow152 something 545243. Reach out to us, please, so we can send you your copy of Final Fantasy 15 Windows Edition.
Instead of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, it's 1, 5, 2, 4, 3.
Oh, nice. What's next week's topic, Kevin?
Next week's topic for Post of the Week is your smart home device has taken over the world. How would you stop this thing? Examples include going back in time to stop the creator of the device. Good idea. Tricking the device with a logic test. I don't know about that idea. Or challenging the device to a one-on-one in Street Fighter.
Probably would whoop you.
Yeah, you might be able to beat it once, and then it's going to learn and adapt, and then you're screwed. Make sure you use the hashtag OriginPCLive with your response, and we'll be picking the Post of the Week winner in next week's episode, and they will get a special prize.
All right. I think that's it.
Oh yeah, there's nothing else to really announce here. Maybe.
Thanks for tuning in, friends.
I don't know. There's something else in the script here. Do you want to look? You want to look?
I'm done.
Maybe.
I've had enough. Guys, it is time.
Are you guys waiting for anything?
I know. Let's talk about before we get into the winner of this giveaway. Let me say one thing. You guys are awesome. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out. We do this show every Friday at 4 p.m. EST, so if you like what you see, come back and tune in again. We're always giving away cool things and having a lot of fun. Thank you to everyone that participated in this Chronos giveaway for LIRIK's streaming PC. Again, this is a streaming Chronos. All it has is onboard graphics and a streaming capture card. It's meant as a secondary streaming PC. So for those that run the 2 PC setup streams or need to run 2 PC setup streams, if you win this PC and you want it to be a gaming PC, just let us know, hey, I want to buy a capture card, a graphics card from you guys, and we'll install that for you. Or if you have one, you can send it to us and we'll install it for you. But now let's announce the winner. Before we announce the winner, if you did not win, and there's going to be quite a few of you that did not win, do not worry. I'm announcing this right here, right now. First time ever. You ready?
What?
We're going to have 2 more worldwide giveaways happening this month. This month, we're going to be announcing 2 more worldwide giveaways. They're going to be for...
2 more?
Actually, this one right here.
More?
This Evo right here.
2 more?
Kissed by Kuzi. And that Evo right there, kissed by Kevin.
Hashtag kiss my koozie. Kissed by Kuzi.
Kissed by Kuzi.
Or they say kiss my Kuzi.
No.
That works too.
So one of these Evos, that Evo right there, awesome thin and light gaming laptops. They're going to have different designs on them. Stay tuned for that. That's going to be the exciting part because you don't know who we're doing these with yet. So 2 more worldwide giveaways coming up. But now, for the winner of the CHRONOS giveaway, drum roll please.
Brrr.
That would be at Magnus Regalia from Twitter, who will be receiving this CHRONOS ready for streaming. Congratulations, Magnus. Much love. We will be reaching out to you via email. We'll now make the announcements on Twitter and Facebook. Thank you so much. Can you guys tweet at Magnus Regalia and wish congratulations? I don't know if that's a...
Congrats.
That guy got the Sharingan eye from Naruto? Is that what I'm seeing right there? Did I say that right? I've just started watching it. I don't know what I'm saying. Guys, that is it. The show is over. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out. You're all fantastic, beautiful people. Follow us on social media. That's at OriginPC across everything. Kevin here is at OriginPC CEO. I am at Kuzi L. Make sure to drop us a follow on Twitter as well. Keep watching because that's where we're going to announce the next giveaways. Thank you guys for hanging out. Mwah. We hope to see you very, very soon. Have a great weekend. Take care of yourselves.